Welcome to MyLITV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. MyLITV starts now.
So this is actually the third exhibition that's featuring this theme of aftermodernism. And basically what that is, it's looking at art, what different types of art are being made right now in contemporary art, including thinking about how artists kind of filter the world with a massive amount of technology and multitasking and image culture that we're surrounded by every day. So this kind of fracturing of inspiration and how the artists take that and make that personal. So the work that we're looking at right now in this gallery, his name is James Busby. When you look around, what you will notice immediately is the very geometrical kind of patterning and design that happens throughout the work. The artist is very interested in kind of fracturing the canvas and again manipulating the canvas and some of the surface texture of the work. You'll become very conscious of the process in which he made the works. And he actually talks about interrupting the rectangle, whether by beveling the edge, cropping it, cutting into it, kind of manipulating and experimenting. It's not only just paint on the canvas. He actually uses something called gesso. He'll put it on the canvas and you'll start to see these kind of gouges. Some of them are very regular. They almost look like they were done by machine or by like a tool, but he actually does them by hand. And he creates this kind of surface texture and then he'll paint on top of that. So this is actually the work of Bevilacqua. What you might notice immediately is this kind of very gestural, almost graffiti-like aesthetic, where there's a lot about kind of spray paint, and you start to see almost these patterns that kind of reveal themselves, and you try to figure out where they're from. How did he make them? Did he do them by hand? The other thing that you might notice is this kind of spray paint quality, again, almost like graffiti. And he told us the story that he never worked with spray paint, but he actually, friend left a can in his studio and he picked it up. So it's almost this arbitrary way that he's come upon his process. One thing that you might really start to notice is this screen-like pattern, and he actually uses industrial screens that he uses as a stencil. The other thing that you notice is he uses words that are in your head. Maybe they're words from a song. Sometimes they make sense, sometimes they make no sense. And his work is very random. You know, it's almost like a party going on each canvas. We are now in the gallery with the artist Ridley Howard. You come in and there's almost a hushed quality to some of the work. But what you will notice is as you look around, there's a lot of figuration. So this, again, artists in contemporary, working now have so many choices in what types of genre they choose to work in. And Ridley Howard actually really likes to work with a figure. One that I'm particularly interested in because I think it stands out among all of them, it's of two figures in a car at night. So it's a very dark painting, but the only light source that you really see are the headlights. And I love kind of the beam of light kind of coming from the car and kind of illuminating the surface, the road before. This one particular landscape I find kind of strange and somewhat disorienting. The horizon line, the ground line, is actually on a very strong diagonal. And the natural elements are not very exciting. They're not beautiful flowers, they're not like a majestic tree. They're kind of these just scruffy looking little bushes. And it's interesting that the artist would have chosen to focus on those rather than something more beautiful. And then in addition, the other work, similar to the two people in the car, I don't know if they're the same two people, but now they're on a rooftop and they're looking over kind of an urban setting. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this kind of introduction to this exhibition, Aftermodernism 2014. It is here on view at the Nassau County Museum of Art through July 6th. You can find out more information about this exhibition as well as Garden Party at www.nassaumuseum.com.